welcome back to another episode of the Too Early Show with me, your host, Geoffrey Dean. This past week has been extremely busy with several events making big headlines. Let's take a look at some of these. In the entertainment world, Kim Kardashian and her husband once again broke the internet after traveling in their private Boeing 747. For perspective, this is the same plane that the President of the United States flies around in. So obviously, right, this ignited rumors surrounding Kanye 2020, and if he somehow wins the nomination, he'll have 3 private Boeing 747s. I think that's a little much. The 2 current presidential planes, both named Air Force One, and then his own private plane. I'm assuming something along the lines of Taylor Swift shouldn't have one. His election would also reaffirm the pattern that seems to have been developing in recent years. We had a politician back in 2012, a businessman in 2016, potentially a rapper in 2020, and then maybe an actress, followed by an athlete, maybe a media personality, and then maybe in 2036, a gamer. And then in 2040, we might eventually get a politician again. The couple was heavily criticized by the public, who said that they were partaking in too extravagant of a lifestyle. And I think this claim had basis. Kanye hired private firefighters to protect his home against the California fires a couple weeks ago. I had no idea someone could actually do this, and I have even less idea how much it cost to hire private firefighters. In other news, the right to bear arms in the US is a tense one, but it's begun to make its way around the globe. Australia's parliament is in the midst of their own battle on the right to bear arms. No, not those arms. Yeah, those arms. As ridiculous as it may sound, women actually have been kicked out of parliamentary meetings for wearing short-sleeve shirts, which apparently show too much flesh. So, pardon me while I go cover up, as not to make you feel uncomfortable. Fortunately, Australian governmental officials are working to change the dress code, deeming it degrading, insulting, patriarchal sexism that demeans women. The tension between Ukraine and Russia has escalated to a new high. Ukraine announced that they are now banning Russian males from entering the country. It appears as though this is just a leveled up version of no shirt, no shoes, no service, like we see at Jimmy John's or basically every other restaurant. The action comes after Russian forces attacked Ukrainian maritime vessels in the Sea of Azov, which lies just between the 2 warring nations. The intent is to mitigate the chance that Russian migrants form armies within Ukrainian borders. But the government in Moscow has pegged this ban as another Ukrainian attempt to instill anti-Russian feelings. I think, though, we can look back at the last century and a half-ish and see that Moscow itself has done a pretty good job of instilling anti-Russian sentiment within Ukraine. So I think that claim doesn't really have a lot of basis. Also, one of the best Disney classics, The Lion King, is being remade with CGI. The Lion King is scheduled to come out in theaters July 2019. But don't get your hopes up in the case we end up with yet another Disney live-action disappointment. I hate to tell you, Johnny Depp, but 6 inches of makeup was fashionable back with Queen Elizabeth, and not so much now. Some big names will be taking on the voices of the beloved characters, specifically singer Beyonce playing the voice of Nala. This is a strong effort by Disney to restore our faith in their ability to choose actresses that can sing in tune. We'll be right back after a message from Drama Club. An engagement went way south in New York City after a couple lost their ring in a sewer. Miss Daniela Anthony had said yes to Mr. John Drennan a few hours earlier before the ring somehow went from Anthony's finger into a New York City sewage drain. This seems kind of like the makings of a Dr. Seuss story, right? And then the ring grew legs and wings, and it flew away, and then a massive vortex just formed out of the middle of nowhere, and it sucked the ring into the drain. And now it's just become a very sad day. I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't really buy that. But just like every Zac Efron movie, this story has a happy ending. The New York Police Department was was able to track down the couple and the ring using Twitter and CCTV, two things that you normally don't think would work together, and the couple and the ring were reunited. However, contrary to this police department's tweet, Mr. Drennan would like to tell you personally that he did not propose over the grate prior to the ring spouting wings and running away. So at least their proposal will be memorable though, right? In the sports world, the Green Bay Packers shook things up on their coaching staff on Sunday following a 20-17 loss to the woeful Arizona Cardinals. Mike McCarthy, former coach and apparent recipient of coal in his stocking, was fired by the team after a pitiful 4-7-1 start. According to ESPN.com, Green Bay's future Hall of Fame quarterback Aaron Rodgers did not have any part in McCarthy's firing, nor will he have any part in the hiring of a new coach. Personally, I did not think that was customary for the players to have a role in the hiring, firing sort of thing. I thought that was kind of up to the general managing staff. So it's only now that I'm starting to question this. Like, I didn't tell Mom you ate the cookies, but if you get in trouble, I'm really sorry. That's just a terrible coincidence. But we'll just have to sit back and see how this all plays out as the team hosts the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday. South American football also had some big news. In an Argentine soccer match, the Dogs managed to win the #1 spot on ESPN SportsCenter Top 10. The Humans managed to fill up every spot on the SportsCenter not Top 10. The goalie got the ball, punted it right into an opponent. The opponent, ball falls right in front of him. Wide open shot, shoots it. A misbehaving dog runs across the goal mouth, saving it. Like, I scored 1 goal in 7 seasons of rec soccer. Slight flex, I know. But I could have made that shot. Like, I'm not going to guarantee anything, knowing my soccer capabilities, but still, I think I could have put that ball in the net. The dog, though, is playing at a level higher than basically every goalie on the U.S. men's national team. So I think that owner might be expecting a call in the near future. Lastly, a Harvard doctor came out and said that the right portion of French fries is 6. And unfortunately, no, not 6 fries like that. 6 fries like that. As unbelievable as it sounds, Eric Rim, now the thief of America's identity, said, "I think it would be nice if your meal came with a side salad and 6 French fries." Like, what? The average American eats 6 French fries in 1 handful. The man is now hating on the most U.S. thing since the cheeseburger with American cheese. Like, now instead of going to Wendy's and them like serving you with those big tongs or the like fry scoopers that go right into the containers, they're just gonna use like tweezers, like 1, 2, 3, like all the way to 6, right? So if you end up getting that kind of service at a fast food restaurant, blame Harvard. It's their fault. That's all for today. Thank you very much, folks, and have a fantastic rest of the week. See you next time.